folks, everyone. This is Ronnie, Seattle Comics. Hello, everyone. My name is Ronnie of the Cowlitz Indian Tribe, and I am production manager for Daybreak Star Radio. And welcome. Today, well, first, I want to thank Folklife for having us here, and for KEXP for sharing their space with us to do this today. And yeah, I would like to introduce our guest today, who is Cruz. He's kind of a hip-hop artist. How are you today?
Very good.
Nice. So let's just go ahead and get into it. So you've got a unique background, born in Ensenada, now based in Spokane. How have those two places shaped your perspective on your sound?
Well, coming from all the way from Mexico, I moved all the way to California, to Spokane, and I lived over there for a little bit, most of my life, and it's kind of shaped my sound and where I really found music and where it's not like the place of like origin of where I discovered music, but it's more like where I started trying to do anything with music, where I found my influences because of my friends that I've made in those areas, and the artists that they showed me, and the music that I've grown to like is kind of based off my influences as my friends and what they showed me, so it's really influenced my whole sound.
So some of your influences range from J. Cole to B.B. King. How do you balance honoring the lyrical depth of your inspirations with carving out your own voice?
Really, it's just about doing it over and over and trying to find your own specific version of, in hip hop, we like originality, but there's only so much, most of everything that is done in hip hop is just kind of like, you grab onto the little pieces of the artist that you listen to, and you kind of just mold your own sound with that. So it's really just about failing and then succeeding after that, trying to find your own thing.
Just keep practicing.
Yeah,
over and over.
basically.
So your music is not just hip hop. It expands a little bit from multiple different genres, thanks to what you've stated in past statements, your choir roots, and you have a broad taste. How does that show up when you're building a track or writing your lyrics?
Well, I try to incorporate, to be honest, when I first was doing anything music, I wasn't like a hip hop head. I was just more like I started playing the piano, and then I got into choir, luckily, because they were desperate for people to join, and I somehow got into the lead choir. And so doing that and then discovering hip hop and incorporating all of that into one, I kind of try to add something more than just like straight bars per se, and just add something musical to it and something that everybody can enjoy.
So, up next, we're going to have Don perform a little something for us. But first, could you tell us about what you're going to perform for us?
I am going to perform a song called Dumb. This song is kind of about self-doubt and trying to get over that. When you kind of doubt yourself, it kind of puts you in a mental state where you kind of look at yourself in too much of a negative light, and it doesn't really, you can't really do anything once you're in that and you start doubting yourself. And I don't know, it's just about how I try to look at it differently to get over it, per se.
All right, well, let's hear it. Ladies and gentlemen, here's Don Cruz.
To
I really be thinking that I'm not enough, that shit be making me dumb. I really be thinking that I'm not enough, that shit be making me dumb. I really be thinking that I'm not enough, that shit be making me dumb. Yeah, that shit be making me dumb. Yeah, that shit be making me. I don't know what to think, I don't know how to feel, I don't know what is real. These feelings I couldn't conceal, I'm still so cold, still so numb. When am I gonna come up? My feet keep on moving, I'm stuck in a rut and I don't see a way out. And I don't see a way out. Don't see a way that I'm gonna keep pushing. Don't see a way but I'm gonna keep looking. What am I gonna do otherwise? I won't give up, I'ma strategize. Tired of letting things go and acting like it was the issue. I'ma look at myself in the mirror and pull out the truth like with you. Look at myself, don't blame no one else. Pull through with the promises made. For you made a mistake. Boy, it's on you to decide what you do with the steak that you put on the plate. I done put them, listen the hardest of ways, I never did listen. Just hear at your mother and quit all your bitching. You said you was looking but nothing was missing. I really be thinking that I'm not enough, that shit be making me dumb. I really be thinking that I'm not enough, that shit be making me dumb. I really be thinking that I'm not enough, that shit be making me dumb. That shit be making me, yeah, that shit be making me. Homies turn to foes, all my exes turn to hoes, and that's just how it goes. The future we can't know. Homies turn to foes, all my exes turn to hoes, and that's just how it goes. The future we can't know. They get through hard days, things are just hard days, these are just hard times. We don't wanna partake, just wanna part ways. Okay. Look at the pain that we suffer, we talk with they muddy, these pussies afraid to get wet. All of us curled together, we family brothers, you know that we finna be set. I'm splitting some heads, y'all know the rest, I'm resting my case, but we ain't been taking no breaks, keeping up pace, this is no race, we already made all of the moves that we needed in order to get what is faded. I'm stolen to keep for the case that they wanted to keep out of range, but we've taken name, taken the name, those are the lame, can't be undone, they've been outdone, what a change. It can't be undone, they've been outdone, what an outcome, what a change. I really be thinking that I'm not enough, that shit be making me dumb. I really be thinking that I'm not enough, that shit be making me dumb. I really be thinking that I'm not enough, that shit be making me dumb. Yeah, that shit be making me, yeah, that shit be making us dumb. That was dumb. Thank you very much.
We have some more questions. That song was awesome. That song was awesome. Let's give it up one more time for Don Cruz, y'all. Thank you, thank you. So that song leads perfectly into my next question, which is, from what we've discovered, storytelling seems to be a big part of your style. And what kinds of stories do you feel are most driven for you to tell through your music?
Currently, with what I'm going through in life, I don't like to write about fairy tales and about whatever. I like to write about what I go through, and I like to write about what is important to me. So currently, I have other songs that I'm working on that currently just finished that kind of talk about what's going on currently with sort of immigration and my people, and kind of highlighting some issues that are currently going on in the nation, and as well as mental health overall as well. Those are kind of like the two bases of what I like to incorporate into my stories.
So when you sit down to write a song, do you have a thought already in mind when you're in there, or you just sit down and let it flow?
It can go either way. I self-engineer everything. I produce that beat. I made myself. I produce everything. I make the whole thing. So it could either start with thought. It could either start with a beat that I make, some melody that I think of, or I really sometimes just go on the piano and touch some chords and play some keys and see what comes out and see where it takes me.
So you've talked a lot about promoting independent thinking in your work. What does that mean to you, and how do you hope listeners are going to carry on that message?
What that means to me is that I don't like to preach in my music per se, but I like to encourage people to do their own research and kind of not just be on the media all the time and listen to whatever people want to put out. Kind of try to think on your own and, I don't know, the basic independent thinking type stuff. Go online, do your own research type stuff.
Get the actual information. Don't listen to just what everyone's saying, right?
Yeah.
So, what can fans look forward to? What's up next? What can they? Any upcoming projects, visuals, collaborations?
Currently, right now, this is actually my performance yesterday at Folklife was my first performance in like 2 years. I've kind of just been on low and trying to kind of life took over for a little bit, as life does. So currently, right now, I'm just getting back into it. I'm gonna be trying to put out more singles, because really that's kind of like the way that everybody's doing it right now, and that's kind of the way to do it right now. Drop singles, if you drop a whole project and all that. So you wanna follow me on anything? My name is Don Cruz on Instagram, on everything. I'm on all platforms, and just gonna be pushing out some more singles and some more content for everybody.
So I have to ask you. You said that was your first time on stage yesterday in 2 years.
Yeah.
Was it nerve-wracking? What was it? Was it a different feeling?
It was a little nerve-wracking, especially because coming into Folklife, it was pretty out of nowhere. I kind of just, did one of the submissions to perform on there, and I got lucky enough to be called in to perform. And the family aspect of the whole thing was, a whole thing to kind of adjust. I literally made this song that I just performed probably like 4 days before the show, and just kind of put some stuff together that is kind of positive and all that stuff, because since life took over, I kind of been on some like a darker kind of type vibes, but yeah, it was good. It was good. It's kind of what I expected, and once I get on stage, it's kind of just like it's what I like to do. So
it takes over.
I'm at home.
That feeling takes over. Nice. Well, I want to thank you for speaking with us. I want to thank Folklife for bringing you out. I appreciate that, and you helped us discover some great music. And we look forward to hearing from you again. And thank you. Let's give it up one more time for Don Cruz, everyone.
Appreciate it. Thank you.